Hello? They could have arranged us in height order, I think, rather than... Thank you. Hey, I'm here to talk about some of my PhD research at the University of Royal Holloway, which validity of design intervention role of online discussion forums in providing access to accurate health information. As I've deliberately done that. What we know about online health information in general is quality varies from very poor information to very good information and everything in between, the whole spectrum. So official agencies and patients are very reluctant to engage in Web 2.0 for health, largely because they're worried about getting sued for giving the wrong information. The NHS had online, they had NHS Direct. It's now gone because actually they wouldn't give any information online. But what we actually know about health information, again, this is in general, not specific to online discussion forums, is it's only very rarely inaccurate. The studies there have been, if you look through them, there was one came out last week about Google. It's very rarely wrong. More often, when it's assessed to be in poor quality, it's incomplete. They might say the drug that you need to take, but don't give information on the frequency of dosage or the quantity of dosage, or it's considered to be biased. There are different drugs you can take, it only mentions one. And also what we know is the actual harm that's caused is extremely rare. Again, there are literally a handful, 2 or 3 examples where you can find that information people have searched for online have found is considered to have actually caused them any physical harm, to have done them any damage. This is remarkably consistent against time. I'm looking at 2 particular case studies. One paper that was written in 1997, long before Web 2.0, long before social media, one that was written last year. Both of these say exactly the same thing. Very little inaccurate information, quite a lot of incomplete. So online discussion forums are actually a really great opportunity for online health because they can correct information that somebody posts if it's wrong, they can counter information that's considered to be biased, and they can complete information that's considered to be incomplete. So the technology affordances, what the technology is able to do is very high, but actually they're reasonably low in communicative ecology. People don't actually use online discussion forums that much compared to Twitter and Facebook and some of the other ones that we've heard of here. We're looking specifically at 3 online discussion forums, most of which we're looking UK-based. Mumsnet, you might have heard of, is a discussion forum for mums. Reddit, that's more international, US-based discussions on everything, and patient.co.uk. We're also interested whether this is a microcosm of the Delphi method, which has discovered it's a methodology which basically allows collective intelligence to rise, for people to discuss things and for the consensus opinion to come out of it. Collective intelligence means that you can actually pool lots of peer-to-peer networks. In a pandemic, if you couldn't get access to your doctor or the hospitals because they were overworked, you might be able to get collective intelligence from members of the public, from people with experience, perhaps from doctors in other countries. And you could actually get the consensus opinion. If you go online and look at chickenpox discussions, you get huge, real slanging matches between the vaccination lobby, anti-vaccination lobbies, whether you need to vaccinate your child, whether it's unnecessary. But in an online discussion forum, you can upvote, and you can see which is the consensus opinion. And importantly, this might be the best option available in pandemic. If health systems are completely overworked, if there isn't enough resource, if there just aren't enough doctors in the first place, we had in Ebola, online discussions may be the only place you can get information. But the legal concerns about this means that we're not using them to the best of their advantage. There are concerns about who's responsible. Is it the poster who would be legally responsible for posting the wrong information? But the website allows that to be countered. Is it the forum and Mumsnet and Reddit legally responsible? And also which jurisdiction? These can be accessed internationally. So is it the country the person is posting in that's responsible? Is it the reader's country? Who might be able to sue who? And actually who's responsible for making sure that the information is accurate? And who would sue and how? Are we actually worrying about something that's not really going to happen? And actually being scared to put that information up there because of that. Certainly disease support charities in the UK are absolutely terrified. They will not have discussion forums, even though they know it's what their users want. So I would ask, what is the morality of standing by and doing nothing, of actually not allowing us to use these online discussion forums in a way they could be used because we're too scared of people might sue us? And that's one thing I'd ask you to take away with you. You have the opportunity, as a lot of the people here, from Google, from Twitter, from HealthMap, to actually help us to prove that these online discussion forums are more useful than they are. Those are my contact details. Would love to hear what your solutions are to this over dinner. Thanks.